perform a glute bridge with a resistance band, loop the band above your waist and anchor both ends of the band above your ankles. Then as you attach the resistance band above your waist, lie on the mat and raise your hips by squeezing your glutes. So at the top you have to squeeze your glutes as well as the core for maximum activation. So as you perform more and more reps, you will feel the resistance of the band, which will make this exercise a bit harder by giving more resistance to your glutes. But as you lift your hips upward, you should not overextend your spine. So there should be no curve on your lower back. Your chins, your hips and your knees should be in a straight line. Loop the band around the midfoot of the single leg and hold the other ends on your hands so that the resistance band is fixed. From here, kick backward while stretching the resistance band such that your leg is almost parallel to the floor. So as you kick back, you'll feel more activation in your glute muscles with the resistance of the band. But make sure that you are not curving your spine and keeping your core engaged while performing this movement. To perform a donkey kick with your right leg, place the band under the knees of your left leg and loop it around the midfoot of your right leg. From here, keeping the right knee bent, kick upward such that you are stretching the band. So the more you stretch the band, the more you will feel on your right glute. But again, you have to keep your core engaged so that there is no excessive strain on your lower back while performing the donkey kicks. Anchor the band at a waist height and loop it across your waist. Now from here, you have to perform a hip hinge. So to perform a hip hinge, you don't need to bend forward. Instead, you have to push your hips backward and also the band will assist you with this movement and reach your arms towards the floor. So once you reach towards your maximum potential such that your back is flat and your arms are closer to the floor, then you have to squeeze your glutes and get upward while moving your hips forward and fighting the resistance of the band. So at the top, as you will have maximum contraction in your glute muscles and also the resistance from the band will give you a maximum activation of the glute muscles. To perform a leg pull, you have to anchor one end of the band at the floor height and the other end above your ankles. Now you have to stand straight. You can also take some support and pull the band backward without much forward movement. So as you pull the band backward, you will feel the activation in your glute muscles. To perform a pull through, anchor the band at a floor height and keep your arms behind and in between your legs. From here, you should not pull the band using your arms. Instead, you should squeeze your glutes and stand up. So at the top, where the resistance of the band will be high, you will feel the greater activation in your glute muscles. To perform a deadlift, stand on the band while holding both ends with your arms. From here, push the hips backward and sit down such that your shins are almost perpendicular to the floor. But since the resistance of the band is low at the bottom, I am not going completely down, but you can go as low as it's possible for you and then squeeze your glutes and get up while pulling the band. So at the top, you'll feel the maximum contraction at your glutes. To perform a frog pump, either you can use a loop band or you can make 2 loops of this bigger band as I am doing here. Then anchor this band just above your knees while bending the knee and keeping the soles of the feet together. From here, you have to perform a normal glute bridge while pushing your knees outward against the resistance of the band. So as you perform a glute bridge here, both the outer hips, that is your glute medius, and the central hips, that is the glute maximus, will be activated. To perform a frog pull apart, start with the same position as we did earlier. Then pull the band while pushing your knees outward. So as you push the knees outward, you will feel more on your outer hips, that is your glute medius. Then come back to the starting position and then repeat it for the given number of reps. To perform the band lateral walks, loop the band around the midfoot of your legs and stand at a hip width distance. Hold the other end of the band with your arms. Then from here, push the band outward without bending your knees. So as you push the band outward, you will feel the contraction of your outer hips. So this exercise will basically target your glute medius muscles.